Hey everyone, Marin here for FAWN. I am thrilled to be back with this platform pop-up card. These new interactive die and add-on are so fun and easy to use, just perfect to create little scenes. And for my very first platform pop-up card on the channel, I decided to mix it with a favorite of mine, Ahoy Matey, to create a cute pirate scene on a desert island. I also picked a toucan, flower, leaf and cute lizard from Toucan Do It, another leaf and a vine from Critters in the Jungle, the rocks from Ocean Shelfie, the palm tree from Critters from the Past, and the one from Life is Good. I created the word ahoy using the new Henry's ABCs die set, and there is also a number version. And finally, a stitched simple wavy border to make ocean borders. And I just wanted to show you the card I made for FAWN Spring Release Week. I used the platform pop-up to create a small wooden stage with a soft cloudy background, and I popped the Critter Concert musicians on that stage to create a cute and fun birthday card. So, same routine as usual. I started by stamping and cutting all the images. And as you can see, I stamped way too many images, but when I create a scene, I like to have the choice of using this image or that one, depending on how it will look when I place it in the scene. So that's why I always have extra images at the end. But I always keep those images in case I need them on a future project. So I stamped those images using FAWN jet black ink, cut them all using the coordinating dies, and colored everything using my alcohol markers. Next, to the platform pop-up. I started by die cutting all the different elements out of Bristol cardstock. We have 2 base pieces, and I used the same die to cut the top scalloped part 2 more times. We have a background piece and 3 T-shaped pieces. And I'm going to color the background piece first. I wanted to have a jungle look, to have the treasure chest hidden in the depth of a tropical jungle. So I'm creating a nice and even base using Modern Oxide ink. And next I'm using the tropical leaves background stencils along with rustic wilderness oxide ink to add big tropical leaves to this plain green background. And speaking of a tropical forest, I'm realizing just now that I could have added some spiders from the Booyah stem set, and this way create some tarantulas and really get that dark and wet tropical vibe. So here my tropical background panel is almost done. To add more depth, I'm using my rustic wilderness blending tool again to add some ink on the edges. And of course, I'm adding a little bit of texture, some white splatters first, using Copic opaque white ink mixed with water. Next, I'm smooshing my rustic wilderness oxiding pad onto my glass surface. I mix it with water and then I can add more splatters to my tropical background panel. And here's a closer look. It looks pretty cool, I think. Next, I'm going to color the 2 base pieces. These will form the 3D pop-up base, and in my scene, it will be the island itself. So I colored both elements to be sand. I did the same steps on each piece, and just like the tropical background panel, I'm creating a nice and even base first, using antique linen oxide ink. And then I'm just adding splatters to create a sand texture. I'm using Copic opaque white ink mixed with water again to add a first layer of splatters. Next, I am mixing frayed burlap oxide ink and vintage photo oxide ink with water, and I'm adding lots of splatters on the base panel. And I'm concentrating on the top scalloped part and on the part with the slot, because these are the sections that will be seen on the pop-up base in the end. So another closer look so you can see it better. Off screen, I repeated the same steps to color the second base panel and the 3 T-shaped pieces as well. And it was not necessary, but I did the back of the T-shaped pieces and the back of the background panel as well, just to get the whole consistent look. And then I'm moving on to the last element I need to build my scene. I'm going to use the 2 extra scalloped parts to create ocean borders all around the island. So I'm taping a wavy border die on the first piece. And from all the elements I colored just before, none of them have stitch details. So once again, to get a whole consistent look, I'm taping this wavy border die upside down to get a wavy border with no stitches. A quick trim, and then I did the same process to cut another wavy border out of the second scalloped piece. And this is how it looks. And to color those ocean borders, I'm going with the cracked pistachio, peacock feathers, and blueprint sketch oxide ink combination to create the kind of ocean you see on television or in movies, with a light blue-green, almost transparent look. I applied the lightest ink first all over the border, and then I'm adding the 2 other inks from the bottom edge towards half of the border. And as always, to get a nice blending, I go back and forth with my blending tools several times to mix the inks. Next, some texture, quickly and well, a few water splatters that I dried using a piece of paper towel, and then some dark blue splatters using blueprint sketch oxide ink mixed with water. And the first ocean border is done. Off screen I did the second one, and now it's time to assemble those elements. I'm just starting by folding all the score lines on the two base pieces, super quick and easy. Next, I added double-sided tape on the tabs, the one on the scalloped top part and the one at the very bottom. And this is how it's going to fold. I'm folding the section with the slot. I peel the backing paper of the tape, and next I fold the scalloped section to attach it to the sticky tab. So that makes the first half of the pop-up. I'm doing the same thing on the other one. I fold the section with the slot, remove the backing paper, and then I fold the scalloped section on the sticky tab to form the other half of the pop-up. And these will go next to each other, just like so. Next, the T-shaped pieces. Each piece has a score line at the bottom, so I'm starting by folding those three small elements. And then I'm going to attach them inside the pop-up elements through the slots. And I filmed this before watching Kelly's intro video on non-FAWN channel, and here's my advice. Watch her video first, because her process is way easier than mine. I should have stuck those pieces before building the two pop-up elements, so I struggled a little bit, as you can see. I finally managed to attach them at the right spots, but make sure to check Kelly's tutorial first for your own sanity, and I will definitely do that before building my next platform pop-up card. So now I still need to attach the last T-shaped piece. That one's the easiest. I don't need the tab, so I'm just cutting it off. A piece of double-sided tape on the bottom part. And this last T-shaped piece is going right between both pop-up elements. So I'm sticking it right in the middle of one of the pop-up base. I'm lining the bottom so that the long horizontal part peeks out at the top. And then I'm going to assemble those two pop-up pieces. I'm folding flat one of them, and I'm adding double-sided tape on the bottom section. Next, with both elements laying flat, I place them next to each other and line them up to join them using the small tab on the scalloped section. I peel the backing paper of the inside pop-up piece. I pop both pieces and join them to form one single element. I fold everything back again to press and connect all the pieces properly. And finally, with the pop-up base in its flat position, I can complete my desert island pop-up card base by sticking the last tab. And here it is, very easy to pop flat just by pressing on the inside of the base, and as easy to pop up. Next, we need to add the other elements to complete the scene. The tropical background panel will be attached inside the platform along those inside scalloped edges, and the ocean borders will go at the bottom of the base. I'm folding both pieces on the score lines. I add double-sided tape at the back of it, and I'm going to stick it on the platform, starting with the middle section and then both sides. I quickly trim the small tab, and next I can do the same with the second ocean border on the other half of the platform. I just start by sticking the middle section and then both sides. Tab trimming, and next to the tropical background panel. I'm applying some slim double-sided tape at the back of the panel all along the bottom edge. Next, I quickly fold the panel on the score lines. I peel the backing paper off, and next I can attach the panel inside the platform along those scalloped edges at the back. Next, I'm just folding flat the platform to press and connect the pieces. And my desert island platform pop-up card base is done. So now I can add and stick all my cute images inside the card, directly on the 3 T-shaped pieces, as well as a few of them on the front. And to me, the easiest way to glue my images on the T-shaped pieces is to use 3mm glue dots. These are very small and they are just perfect to go on that kind of slim parts of the card. Now that my scene is done, I can add my sentiment ahoy on the front section. I used the new Henry's ABCs die set to cut the letters twice, out of a red and white stripe paper and out of black licorice cardstock. I attached the black letters at the back of the stripe letters to create an outline, and then I can attach those letters on the platform using liquid glue. And that's it, all done! Here my card falls flat. It fits a 5 by 7 inches envelope. Next you pop it up and the whole scene is revealed. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video as much as I loved creating this platform pop-up pirate scene. I will see you very soon with a new project, maybe another platform pop-up, who knows? Thank you so much for stopping by and have a very nice day. Bye!